Morning everyone. So another job today. I'm back at a property that I done last week. In one of the videos, I don't know if I've actually uploaded it yet, but I'm doing the customer's back garden, as she's asked me to fix the back garden for her. So as I say, it's quite dirty. I don't actually think it's ever been cleaned, if I'm being honest, but she's done quite a good job moving all the stuff, so I'm quite happy. She's asked me to give the front steps of her house a quick clean as well. So I'm just going to, let's have a wee look, see what we're up against. It's going to take a lot of chemicals and stuff, because there's quite a bit like algae and black spot and stuff on it. So I'll just let you, so as you can see here, it's pretty bad. As I say, I don't think they've ever been cleaned. And you come up through the side here, the steps, you've got all this area here, and a little area down the side with a couple of storage boxes that I'll have to move, but that's not too bad. I actually had issues with the water at this house last week, so I had to connect a two-way connector, so I had two hoses running into the van. So we'll need to do the same again today, but it's a decent wee job. As I say, I'll get it done in a few hours, couple of hours I reckon. And then I'm off to another job this afternoon, which I'll film for a separate video. So I'm hoping to get the both of them done today, as tomorrow I've got another kind of decent sized driveway on, and I've got 3 driveways to sand, so it's a busy day tomorrow, because tomorrow's actually the only day we've got some decent weather in Scotland. Hey guys, so I'm just going to make a start with the decking. That's me set up. You just want to use you don't want to be using a turbo nozzle or anything, so I always like to use a 25-degree fan jet and just make sure the pressure's turned down in the pressure washer, and you want to go along each plank of wood in a slow and consistent motion, so that you're not marking the wood and you're getting the same kind of cleaning process. So I'll show you what I mean. Between the 25-degree nozzle and the 40, because the planks are a lot bigger. So if I just use the 40-degree nozzle, you get a bigger fan jet, a better spray. I'm just going to go and grab it. I'm going to be using the white 40 or the green 25, just depending on the size of the decking. So I'm going to use the 40 because it's a wider fan jet, so you'll get the full board in the one motion. where it's been cleaned. Obviously there's been no chemicals put on it yet, but if you do it in the fan motion, you'll not etch the wood, and it's the best way to clean it. As I say, if you use a turbo nozzle on it, you're just going to damage all the wood. So you're best to do it this way with a fan jet, low pressure, and then let the chemicals do the work. But obviously you don't want to be putting strong chemical mixes on the wood, as you can bleach it. Guys, that's so I've done the clean, so you'll get it, like you'll still see bits of green, like funk, like organic growth and stuff inside the wood. As I say, you're never going to get decking perfect unless you're going to restain it, sand it, everything like that. So all you do is you clean it, then you put a chemical treatment on it. So I like to do like 200 mils of hypo and 10 litres of water. That's enough. You do not want to be doing any more than that to be killing the organic growth. As I say, you'll never get rid of it all. You can use biocides and stuff, but as I say, with hypo, you never want to be putting like a really strong hypo mix down, because all that will happen is you'll bleach the wood. So I'm going to get on with this bit of the cleaning. My plan is to work this way out. So I'll get this bit of the cleaning done, and then we'll get the hypo down in certain areas, and I'll show you the process of how to do that. say, I can tell just by this area alone that this drainage in this property is atrocious. So look at all that pool in there. It's also covered in black spots, so see like you can't really see it 'cause I've no, but see like any areas round about like plants and bushes, it's covered in rife with black spot. So I'll need to get all this rinsed off, put a chemical treatment on it and let that dwell while I'm cleaning the other area, because I'm going to show you the old school way of the bucket and brush, just with some neat hypo in it on areas like this, the black spot. You'll see a massive difference on it. So I'll get it rinsed down and then I'll show you the black spot areas, how I'm going to treat it, and I'll crack on with the other part. Hey guys, so I've gave it a quick rinse. The drainage is atrocious around here, so you can spend most of your day trying to get rid of the water because the drainage is that bad. So as you can see, after I've rinsed it, well, gave it a slight rinse, look at all the black spot that grows where like the plants and trees are. So like that won't come away with pressure. As I say, you could stand there for hours pressure washing that and it wouldn't budge, so that's where the chemicals come into play. So my next plan is I'm going to put some hypo in a bucket, neat. So you literally just open the lid, make sure you've got your respirator on. So, sorry if you struggle to hear me here, and just pour it in. Neat hypo in your bucket, and stiff brush. And all you're going to do is brush it into those areas, like so. And you just keep repeating that process every 10-15 minutes until the black spot disappears, or most of it comes away. Sometimes you'll not get rid of it all, but you can get rid of a good amount of it. So I'm going to crack on with that and I'll show you the after effect once it's done. Hey guys, so you can see I've left that for 15 minutes. Look at that, it's starting to kill it already. It needs another go over, but if you just leave it, you keep adding it. The longer time you leave it, the more you add it, the more time you're willing to spend on it, the more black spot you'll get rid of. But by the end of this, I should have 99% of it away, I'm hoping. So I'm just going to keep adding it with a bucket and brush, leaving it 10-15 minutes, adding it again as many times as I need to, until I'm satisfied with how it looks. Using the turbo nozzle on these slabs, and I've went in and out all the edging is you get moss and weeds growing out it. So I'm just going to use the surface cleaner on the area, but you need to turn the pressure right down, because if you don't do that, the surface cleaner can etch the concrete and you end up with these like swirls in the concrete. You always want to turn the pressure down when you're cleaning concrete slabs, and that way you won't get that. As I say, I could just turbo nozzle all this, but I've got another job to go and do today, so I find that this will just be slightly quicker. And then by the time I get this rinsed down, I can put some hypo on the decking and deal with the rest of the black spot that's in the area. I'm just going to go and turn this on now, get cracking on. Remember, just keep the pressure right down, about halfway. That's what I always just go for. So. Guys, this is fortunately in like my 6 months video in the job. This is one of the jobs that will get you down. You need to really have a lot of patience and determination. So it's honestly some of the worst drainage I've ever seen. There's absolutely no drainage in the back garden whatsoever. So I washed the driveway last week. I've not sanded it yet obviously because of the weather, but I washed the driveway last week. And then the customer asked if I could do the back garden after she seen the job that I'd done. So now I'm having to brush all the dirty water, all the sludge, the mess out onto the driveway and then rinse the full driveway down, just like what I done last week. It's just brushing water, it's just a nightmare. There's absolutely no drainage. As I say, this is it after the first rinse. I've managed to just brush and pressure wash all the water for this corner right out down here out onto the drive that I've just cleaned last week. It's just one of the jobs. As I say, the black spot's pretty terrible everywhere, and my twin lance that I normally use, I can't for the life of me find it in the van. I don't know if it's been stolen out the back of the van or I've left it somewhere, but I've messaged previous customers to ask if any of them have it. I'm sure I had it yesterday, but I've checked my van everywhere and the twin lance is completely gone. So I'm now having to use the high pressure lance in corners like this and this that just spray mud, dirt everywhere all over the property. You'll get days like this that will just get you down. You'll just need to kind of persevere with it. As I say, this is not all rosy, this job. There's a lot of things that can go wrong, a lot of things that you could price a job that's going to take you maybe 2 hours. You think it's going to take you 2 hours, so you add another job in for that day, and you get here and you're here for 4 hours just trying to get rid of water. So it's just going to be one of the days, I'm afraid. I'm just going to need to persevere with it. So my plan now is to get hypo down in this area, leave that to dwell, and I'll start rinsing the decking in the red area, the red patio area. I put 200 mils of hypo in my water there in a pump sprayer, and I just spray it on the decking and just leave it for a little while, 10, 15, 20 minutes, then just rinse it off. As I say, you're never going to get it perfect. It's just to get most of the moss and stuff off it. Customer can deal with the restaining it or whatever she wants to do after that. So I'm just going to crack on, get some hypo down on this. I'll go and grab my mask, brush the hypo in here, leave it to dwell. Hopefully take me another hour or so, then I can get away from here. Try and get on to my next job. as I say, you can see huge difference with the black spot. But see, like your areas like this, you know, you're still going to have that's just wee bits of dirt, right? But you'll still have wee tiny bits left, like see here. So what you can do is, if you're happy with that and the customer's happy, then you can leave it. But I tend to just always keep doing it until I can get most of it away. 90% of that's away, 99% of it's away compared to what it looked like. As I say, you seen under that bush earlier, it was terrible. But as I say, the drainage is atrocious, man. I don't know who built this, but they've basically built it with zero drainage, like not an ounce of drainage in this whole back garden. I've rinsed the hypo off the decking, so you can see a big difference, but it gets lighter over time. So like when it dries out, you'll see a big massive difference on it. But when it's still wet, you can't really notice it. As I say, and I'm going to be honest with you, decking's my least favourite part of this job. I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy doing it. If I could get away with not doing it, I would, but it's part and parcel of doing the job, and it gets. But as I say, there's a lot of work goes into cleaning decking to make sure you get it right. But that's just really wet at the minute. And as I say, you seen when I was cleaning it, the difference in the clean side and the dirty side. So once that dries out, it'll come up a lot lighter. But it's just one of those things. It takes a lot of experience to get used to doing this. But I'm really happy with how it's turned out. As I say, once it dries, you'll see a big difference in it. I'll try and get the customer to send me a picture when it's dry. As for that, there's just pulling bits of dirt. You're constantly just chasing your tail, cleaning the dirt out of this, cleaning the water out of this place. And as I say, that's how it was so dirty, because the water's just pooling everywhere. There's nowhere for it to run. There's nowhere for you to get rid of it. So it's just one of the jobs, I'm afraid. One of the jobs that will take your time. It'll test your patience. It'll test your skills. But so I've still got a really good big bit of rinsing to do. So I'm stuck into the rinsing now. Try and get most of it done. I'm moving a lot of stuff about as well for the customer. So I'm moving things from one area to another to try and clean it. It's just a bit of a pain. So I'm going to try and get this red patio area done. And then I can just move everything onto here and start with something else. So I'll get back to you once I've done that bit. Hey everyone, so I've really not enjoyed this day, if I'm being honest with you. As I say, it's 12:20. I was thinking this was only going to take me maybe an hour and a half, but it's absolutely covered in black spot, and I just can't leave a job like looking as bad, like leaving with loads and loads of black spot on it. So it's just waiting for the black spot to disappear. Also, as I say, the drainage, I don't know when this get built, but whoever built it didn't even consider putting any drainage in the area whatsoever. Like, not a drop. There's not one drain in the whole back garden. Look at the difference in that. Just be using the old school method, a neat hypo, bucket and brush. Basically all gone. That was absolutely covered in black spot this morning. Look at the difference. I'm just waiting a wee bit of the hypo dwelling down there. There's a couple of wee bits of black spot that I'm not too happy with that I don't want to leave. So I'm going to crack on with that, get it done, and then get on to my next job because I am way behind today. In the job anyway, just say look at the difference there. Absolute night and day. No black spot. No black spot at all. All in all a good job. The decking, you'll see it a lot better as it lightens up, as the area starts to dry. You'll see a massive difference in the decking. So, but it's one of the things you can't really see it at the minute. And just down here. So all in all a good hard morning. So I'm off to my next job now. I'll see you in the next video. If you've got any questions or comments, just ask away, and as I say, if you could like and subscribe, it really does help me. Thanks very much guys.